Hey guys, welcome back to Health 110. If you're watching this video, that means that you've completed the course evaluation activity and you've already taken the time to do the course introduction and resources. I enjoyed reading the entries on the Padlet. As I said, that's just a great way for us to get to know one another, so we're just not strangers behind a computer screen. All right, we're going to jump right into things this week. We've got our first chapter in the book, Health in the 21st Century. And so with this chapter, we really have 7 learning outcomes that we're going to tackle here. The first is just kind of the evolution of our view of health now, and specifically we're going to talk about health and wellness, the similarities and the difference, and how those two things go hand in hand. Then additionally, we'll talk about the 7 dimensions of health. Again, it's much more than just diet and exercise, and so hopefully you have a better feel for this. Again, I had told some of you, or I've had some of you in PED 110, you're going to see that these classes are very, very similar. And so you'll certainly have an advantage because you've covered a lot of this content previously. Just continuing with our learning outcomes for the chapter, we'll also discuss health challenges across the United States, but also internationally. We'll also discuss determinants of health, and we'll break those down into 6 groups, identifying the group that's most strongly within your control. There's some things such as genetics and heredity that's beyond your control. However, most factors are within our control, and even those that aren't, there's activities that we could take or behaviors we could engage in to minimize the risk of, say, developing chronic conditions that we may be genetically predisposed to. Okay. We'll also discuss a lot about behavior change. That's going to be key for chapter 1, is that behavior change and what it looks like to successfully implement behavior changes. So we'll discuss 3 different models, and we'll take 7 steps to achieving successful behavior change, and 2 strategies to prevent you from relapsing or falling back into the trap of whatever behavior it is that you're trying to change. And again, we're not just talking about diet and exercise here. You'll find early on in the chapter that there really are 7 dimensions to health, and so I want your focus to be on all 7 areas. We'll take a holistic approach to not just the course, but more importantly, and let me make this clear, I care less about the content and the grades that you make in the course, more about the knowledge you gain that will impact your overall health and wellness as a person. Okay, so this week is pretty routine for us. You'll find that I am just a creature of habit. I guess it can be dull, but at least you know each week really what you're getting into. And so you've got this video, the PowerPoint, the quiz, and the checklist. I encourage you to read your text, certainly read the PowerPoint, and you can use both on your quizzes. I don't consider that cheating. I consider that being resourceful. And you have unlimited attempts on the quiz, so please just take your time, gain the knowledge. That's most important to me, but then go back and miss any question or correct any questions that you've missed on the quiz, because again, you have unlimited attempts, so that means everyone should end up with a 100 each week. Also, don't forget your MyLabs Plus activity. I realize I didn't include the link here. A couple questions or responses to questions I've had about MyLabs Plus. Remember in my initial video I said the due date set for like December or January, but that's just to make things easy on me. Sometimes life happens and we don't get an assignment done this week. Well, if I had a strict due date in there, say for example this same due date is September 3rd for the Chapter 1 MyLabs Plus activities, then it wouldn't let you get credit if you go in and complete it later. And I don't want to do that to you. I want to be fair. And so disregard those due dates. Each week you'll have a MyLabs Plus activity that's due on the date that you see here in Moodle. Okay, guys, I'm looking forward to a great semester. I also want to get back real quick to MyLabs Plus, and then I'll wrap things up here because 4 minutes is too long for the video. There's been a lot of technical issues with MyLabs Plus or Pearson. Just be patient. They're working through it. We're aware of it. And of course, back to the due date things, if you don't get something done due to those technical issues, don't stress. The activity will be available for you as soon as things are up and running smoothly. Okay? Well, as I said, I'm always here for you. You'll find that I respond to emails pretty quickly. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. Let's make it a great week.